Hi ladies, I wanted to get on here because I am ready to switch out my mani. I'm not ready because it needs to be switched, but you will find with Color Street that you want to switch it because you're excited to try something new, not because you need to. So I do not need to at all, actually, and sometimes I feel bad about doing it, but not too bad. So what I wanted to do, because I teach online, I wanted to switch out my mani for my Thanksgiving mani that I think my students will appreciate next week when I'm on with them. So first thing I'm going to do is remove what I have. So 2 of these nails, at least 2, have 2 coats or 2 layers of Color Street strips. So it's they're a little bit it's thicker, and then also I have a glitter on, and glitters are really great to put on and really great to for durability, but they can be difficult to more difficult to remove. So I use this because I am using remover quite often. I use this. It's called Mineral Fusion, and it is no acetone, and it's very gentle on your fingernails, and it doesn't dry them at all. As a matter of fact, when you're done, it almost feels like you've got a little bit of like mineral oil on them. So this is how I do it, because the glitters take a little bit of soaking. So you can do this and put it on cotton balls. And then if you get nail clips, you can hold it on there. That kind of soaks them off, and then just kind of wipe off. You can do that. I just prefer this method, I guess. So what you do is you get a baggie and put about a tablespoon or so in. You don't need a ton. You just need to be able to cover your nails. And you just hold it in here. I don't know if I can switch to my other camera to show you. Okay, well, what I'll do is this. I'll just turn it down like this so you can see what I'm doing. So I am, so I put the nail polish remover in here, and I'm just going to put my fingers in it so they're sort of submerged in it, and then put it in, this is just a bowl of warm water. It's supposed to help. It actually just feels nice to have your fingers in the warm water. So, and then you just move your fingers around a little bit. You let them soak, and then just use the fingers to rub off as they're soaking in there. So this is, again, how I typically remove my Color Street. You can use any nail polish remover you want. It's you know, completely up to you. Some ladies like to get the jar that has the foam in it with the hole that you can stick your finger in, and just the foam helps do that. And ladies who like to like this Mineral Fusion, you can get it on Amazon. They will replace the nail polish remover when they're done with it with the Mineral Fusion, so they do it that way. So that is another way to do it. And then, of course, you can just do it with good old elbow grease and a cotton ball or cotton pad. But you can see so far, this one came off quite easy, and then the glittery ones take a little bit longer. But it's really good. It does go to show you that you know, they are really nice strips. They last. They're very durable, and they don't chip off the end of your nails, especially if you're a picker of your nails, like I can tend to be. It prevents you from doing that, which of course is not good for your nails, because it peels off the layers. So it's best to do it this way. And as soon as I get these clean, I'll show you what they look like. On occasion, because the nail strips have 3 layers. They have a base coat, and then the color, the design, and then the top coat, all 100% nail polished. Sometimes that base coat, you might have a little residue on there, so you have to, just make sure it's completely off using when you do this method, just because you're not using a cotton swab. I just never like it when the cotton sticks to my fingernails, and then it's kind of, sticky, and then there's little cotton pieces everywhere. But that's just me. So everyone has their own preference to do this. So let's see. They're pretty good now. There's a couple spots where I need to get them. And some of it's just a matter of, I haven't rubbed totally there with my fingers. So anyhow, that's how you remove Color Street, at least the way I do it. So completely up to you how you'd like to do it. And I'm going to jump back on here in just a second, and I'll show you how I apply, some of the things I do and how I apply the strips. So I'll see you back here in a second. Hello, I'm back. So I got my other nails cleaned off of polish, and I have pushed back my cuticles and filed. The only thing I haven't done is buff my nails, but I have to brag on my nails real quick, because when I started this in May, my nails never looked like this, and I'm just so excited that they do. One of the things, a couple of things that I've been doing is using this 4-sided file. I don't use this too much because I've used it a lot, but buffing your nails helps to stimulate growth. It helps stimulate blood flow, which then also helps stimulate growth. So that's one good thing to do, is get something like this and buff your nails. The other thing I'm going to show you here in just a second. If I'm sitting there relaxing, I'll do all 4 sides, or actually the other 3. So I do this, and then I've started using this product called Nail Envy. It's by OPI, and I've ordered it off of Amazon, but you can put this underneath your Color Street. It works just fine. The only thing I would caution you is that it does tend to make your nail a little bit tacky. And so if you are, if you have to reposition your strip or do something with it, and you might even see me do this tonight, is it can tend to hold on to them a little bit more than they typically would just on your naturally dry, clean nails. So, but I really like this. My nails really feel like they're getting stronger using it. So it is certainly not a must. You do not have to put anything on underneath your Color Street strips. But this just is like a vitamin, I guess, not like a base coat. It's just a vitamin. So I just put a couple of or 1 coat on. Some people, it is good to give your nails a break from any polish. So some people like to use this when they're having a break from Color Street, and maybe put on a couple coats and leave it for a day or so. I have a really hard time taking a break from it, but like I said, it dries pretty quick, and it just acts as a little bit of a vitamin. So you can see it a little bit shiny, but like I said, the biggest thing is that it keeps it is a little tacky and can cause your nail strips to stick, which is great, except for if you want to reposition them, which you can typically do. It's not as forgiving as typical. So, okay, so I said I wanted to do my one of my Thanksgiving manis. So this year, Color Street released 2 Thanksgiving strips. One was called Gratitude is Everything, and the other one is Talk Turkey. And so I have these strips I've been waiting to do. So I'm going to open them and show you what's inside of a package too. So so inside you will see when you open this, you will see you have a cute little file, and this here is a prep pad and then your strips. So take all of that out. This prep pad, I'll show you use before you put them on. It just cleans off your nails. You do not have to use just that. But it is an alcohol pad that just cleans off residue and things to help your strips adhere better. And then a little file. They're cute. There are different ones in each one. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a little prize in a Happy Meal. And then the main event is the strips. Now inside, if you have never applied these, there is some directions, and there are a couple of tips up here. On the site, I'm going to post my video and then another one that another stylist made that can be helpful to apply these. So in here, there's 2 sets of strips, and there is one side to open. It's got a little notch. There it is. Okay. You know how that is. Can't find it. All right. So when I went on live a few days ago, I talked about this. But so in the package, there are 2 sets of 8 double-sided strips, and there are different sizes so that you can get the right size for your nails. So typically you can get 2 manicures at least out of 1 set of Color Street. If you, of course, if you want to do any mixing and matching, you'll have some leftover, like to use as accent nails at some point. But what I like to do is plan out my manicure. So I know for sure that I want to use one of these little turkeys, this one on my thumb. And I know I want to use a couple of these on my ring finger, and also possibly on my middle finger too. So I'm looking at them, just trying to decide. Now this set comes with just a plain glitter strip, which is a really pretty, like a gold champagne color. I'm also toying with the idea of using another set, which is Sahara Jewel. I love this set, and I haven't used it yet, and I've been wanting to use it, and I actually think I might. I kind of like the strip that comes with this. Now, you can put these on just pinky to thumb, mix and match these strips, and have a perfect mani. I've been dying again to use the Sahara Jewel, so I'm going to use it tonight too. So this one opens a little different. There's a few different machines at the headquarters, and so I think it depends on which machine they're made on, which determines the packaging they come in, at least for now. So again, this is one of the other files, and another prep pad, and here are these strips. So I think I want to think I'll do Sahara Jewel on my pinky and my pointer finger. Okay, where's the, I always do this. There it is. Same place. All right, so so how do I decide which size is best? I typically try to measure them. You want them obviously to go as to the edge of your nail up to your cuticle. If you get one that's too big, that's fine. You can also, if you get one that's too small, you can double it if you can match up the pattern. But it's better to err on the side of having them too big because you can always pinch off around your cuticle. So I'm going to use this one for my pinky and this one for my... It's funny, since my nails have gotten so much healthier, they've, you know, my cuticles are cleaned up and my nail beds have gotten bigger. And so I've had to change a little bit. Now these little ones at the end, they're hard to use. You know, if you have smaller nail beds, then you can use these. But these little ones especially make really good designs. So a lot of people like to apply them over a set that you have on, and you can just apply it kind of like this and do like a geometric design. But these are often can be used for that. So, okay. So now that I've got them picked out, I usually didn't take this one. You want the prep pad and go over your nails with the prep pad. Again, if you do not have a prep pad, so, you know, your set comes with a 1, and if you get 2 manis out of it, then you obviously do not have another prep pad. So you can do a couple things. You can use just some rubbing alcohol, or you can wash your hands really good, preferably with like a dish soap like Dawn, and it just gets off all the oils and things, and that's all this is doing. So you do that. All right, now when you're applying these, you want to apply from pinky to thumb. Your thumbs will be the last. They're sort of like your tools to help you pinch off any of the extra. So when you take this off, you take off, and I showed you this in the other one, the clear layer overlay, and then you take this off the back, pinch off this tab on the end, and then I'm going to put this down so you can kind of see what I'm doing. If you can see what I'm doing. All right, so already it's kind of... So you just stick it in there on your nail bed. Don't go over your cuticle. You don't want to go over your cuticle, but just up to it. And then this is where you use that rubber, here it is, the rubber cuticle pusher. And I like to use it to get it nice and stuck right up to your cuticle. So you do that all the way up here. And in a second, you'll see I went over a little bit on this end, so I'll just show you how to get that off. So then the best thing to do is to kind of pinch it off, not right at the end, but go over a little bit, because it's kind of good to have this end covered. Does that make sense? I said in one of my posts, I think in responding to Leslie, that it's best to do these at night. And I also would recommend not even filing them, which is what you'll do to get the excess off the end. I wouldn't even recommend doing that. It's not going to hurt. And, you know, one of the beauties of Color Street is the ability to be able to just put them on and go, which is awesome. But if you can do it before bed and just stick them on and go to bed, not have to worry about the dry time, then they'll cure overnight. Just like, you know, if you're painting at your house, you're painting in your wall, it'll appear like they're ready, but they might not be quite ready. So, so I just pushed this over the top, and you can use a file to file that off. I'm going to push it down, and it's not the greatest. I think I mentioned it feels like you have something underneath your nail, which is sort of irritating. But when I do this at night and I go to bed, I just do this. And then in the morning, pinch off any extra. So I have some, a little, it's hard to focus. It's having a hard time focusing. There's a little bit over the edge right here. So I'm just going to go along with my fingernail. You can also use, like I could use the end of this tool because it's sort of blunt, and just pinch it off, and it just pulls away. It doesn't stick to your skin. So that's where my nail is. And then here on this one, I went a little bit, I didn't bring over my nail clippers. Sometimes I like to clip around the end of it because, for instance, like where my nail bed meets my cuticle is not maybe as round as the nail strip is, or you'll notice like some of the ends are a little more square. They just vary, just so you know that you can try to get a really good fit. And so I like to sort of trim them a little bit. Mine are a little more square, not as round on most of my nails. But anyway, I didn't do that, so I kind of went over the end of it, the end right here where my cuticle met my nail bed, and sort of shaped it that way. So that is my pinky. So, and I'm talking, it's not really going as quickly as you would typically, but you can really do these quick if you want, especially once you've had, you know, practice doing the first couple times you might be a little nervous doing them because you don't want to waste them. And I understand that for sure. But as you do them, you'll get more comfortable doing them. Now these guys, I wouldn't trim. I'm just going to try to make sure they sit on here really good because they're cute little turkeys. And I want them to look cute. So again, I'm going to use my rubber cuticle pusher. This is probably the best thing, especially right by your cuticles, to get them down really good, because it just sticks better, especially down here. If you don't push it down really good, eventually that'll be the part that'll come up first if you don't get it done, you know, just precisely right. So all right, so I've got that, and I did go over on this cuticle. I always tend to go over on one side or the other more. I just can't find center apparently. So just pinch it off with your nail, and the rest of this just went over the top, and there's that guy. I don't think you can see that. Can you see this? There you go. There he is. All right, and I'm going to do the other one. So there's some really cute sets you can do for Thanksgiving. Talk Turkey is not available right now, but there is like Moscow or Never is a really pretty orange that's on there that you could do a mani with that. There is a clear overlay between the lines that would go really cute over the top of that. Or hopefully Plaid About You will come in this coming week. That's one of my favorites, but that makes a really cute one too. So I've got my turkeys on. I don't know if you can see them yet. Okay, and now I'm going to do this one that has just turkey feathers. And I'm going to do that on my middle finger. So, again, this is taking a lot longer than normally, you know, it would take a person to do, but, okay. So, when I push it down, I like to do it like right down the middle and then go from the middle out for my, to make sure it's down really good on my finger. Okay, so there's that guy. I really like how they have this set that just has the feathers in it. It's really kind of cute. And then I'm going to take this and do this finger. Okay. And again, just pinch it off or just tuck it in, let it cure, and then you can file it off and that end will get protected and not wear off so quickly. These last about 10 to 14 days, depends on the set, depends on how hard you are on them. A lot of people like to get the Clear as Day set. Now the Clear as Day set has, I think I mentioned this before, has 32 strips instead of 16 and double-sided or double-ended. So you can just, oh my goodness, I really like Sahara Jewel. That's really pretty. You can, anyway, put them over the top, and it just increases the durability. I have tried top coat too. I have one that I would not recommend, which is, I think it's a Sally Hansen like plumping top coat. I used that a couple of times, and all I've seen is, like, I don't know if it has a reaction with it or what, but it's never really very good. And then I did get, which I really like the effect of, I did get the OPI matte top coat, which really makes a pretty accent, and just, it changes the whole look of your mani because of that top coat. It's just so different, you know, when you've got this real pretty shine on your nail and then you put on a matte. Some people like to do it on all of them. Some people like to make it like an accent nail, which is pretty good, pretty as well. I used it as an accent nail. I haven't used it, you know, a ton, but I do like it. It looks really cute in a mixed mani where you've got like a couple different styles, and then and it looks especially good on the solids. So anyway, that's one way to keep them the durability. The Clear as Day strips are best if you're doing any sort of designs. A lot of ladies like to get the hole punches, those designed hole punches, like Mickey Mouse, for instance, and you can punch out a design out of those and then put it on, you know, punch out from one of your strips and then put it on, and then you get you put the clear on top, and it just my son is, I think we're out. Okay, and then last one. All right, last one. Okay, and so the last ones are always the hardest because your thumbs, you've been using this whole time, and now all of a sudden you can't use them because they're being polished. So that's why having this tool is really nice, because you can use that to pinch it off. These last ones I usually just wrap around. And then, like I said, in the morning, if you can, you can just do this and go. In the morning, you can, I don't know if you can see these. In the morning, you can just file off the extra, and it'll be smooth. In the morning, you'll find there'll be a little bit, it'll be a little feel jagged, so you'll want to file them off. But that's that. That was very long. I'm sorry. It took a long time to do it while I'm talking. But anyhow, there it is. That is Talk Turkey and Sahara Jewel, and not the best lighting, but hopefully you can see that. So if you have any questions, go ahead and comment, and I will do my best to get them answered for you.